All right, so for this one, we got to simplify this, and that just looks scary, okay? But it's not that scary. We're going to pull out anything that's raised to the fifth power, and the stuff that's left over stays under the radical symbol. So I'm pretty sure there's something raised to the fifth power that goes into 224. It ends in 4, so I'm pretty sure 2 to the fifth power. Let's see what that is. So what you can do is I'm going to take my calculator, and I'm going to say 2 to the fifth power, and that's 32. Then I'm just going to see if 224 is divisible by 32. Yeah, 7 times. Okay, so then in my next line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the fifth root of 32 times 7 times, now how many x's do I have? It's x to the 11th power, right? That's like saying I have 11 x's, right? X times x times x times x, 11 times, right? But watch what I do. I'm going to separate that into x to the 5th power. How many x's do I have left if I have x to the 5th power? 6. That means I can pull out one more x to the 5th power. How many do I have left? Just 1. You guys remember that from January? Now let's do the same thing with y. If I pull out y to the 5th, what do I put next? How many y's do I have left? I started with 8. I pulled out 5. How many do I have left? 3. Good. All right. So what happens is I can now separate this. Huh? Oh, 32 times 7 equals 224. Oops. So what I did is I rewrote that, and you'll see why I rewrote that in a second. So now I can go the 5th root of 32. What's 32 though? 32 is 2 to the 5th, right? 2 to the 5th equals 32. Then I'm going to take all these, actually I should do this. 32 is 2 to the 5th. So now I'm going to say the 5th root of 2 to the 5th times, what's another 5th root? I've got this one, so I could say the 5th root of x to the 5th. I got another one here, the 5th root of x to the 5th. And then I got another one here, the 5th root of y to the 5th times the 5th root of the stuff that I have left over. Let me do that in green. That would be 7, right? 1x and y to the 3rd. Now what's going to happen with all these 5th roots? Well, this is going to cancel with this, so that just leaves me with 2. This cancels with this cancels with this, so that leaves me with x times x. This cancels with this, and I get y. And all the stuff in green can't be reduced, so that's the 5th root of 7x y to the 3rd. Are you guys with me so far? Now, there's one last step I got to do. What's x times x? X squared. So I'm going to say 2x squared times y times the 5th root of 7x y to the 3rd. That was pretty easy. Well, I don't know if easy is the right word. It wasn't hard. But remember, you got to be able to do this on your own when you take the final exam. So what do? Well, we've written all this down. Let me zoom out so you can see it all. We've written all this down and done all this work. Go home. It will take you 30 seconds to read through this. That's it. 30 seconds. Let's assume it takes you 2 minutes to read through it. If we do 5 problems a day and you review each of the 5 problems 2 minutes each, that's 10 minutes of studying. And if you do that every day until June, you will have studied for hours and you'll be very prepared for the final exam. That's all you got to do. That's it. Okay.